Good morning, students. I hope you all are keeping well and please be safe. So, today we are going to discuss chapter 9, topic Living Organisms and Their Surroundings, subject Science, class 6th. So, when you wake up in the morning in your cozy bed after brushing your teeth, you take a shower, get ready for school. Then come to the table for breakfast. Finish your food, pick up your bag, and run to the bus stop. You board the bus, take a window seat. On the way to school, you observe roads, buildings, buses, cars, dogs, people, cows, trees, the sun, the rain, and many other things. Thus, throughout the day, you come in contact with or notice are many things. All plants and animals that you observe are living things. Other are non-living things such as your bed, toothbrush, table, chair, bag, bus, cars, roads, and buildings. Based on some characteristic features, all things present on earth are divided into two groups: animate or living things or inanimate or non-living things. So in our day-to-day life, we come across many things. So which has life known as living things, living beings, and which has no life like table, chair, road, bus, etc. Doesn't have life. Henceforth, we call them as non-living things. Characteristics of living things. Living things need air, water, and food. They can grow. They can move on their own. They can respond to stimuli. They respire, they excrete, they reproduce, and they have a definite lifespan. First one is living things need air, water, and food. We, human beings and animals, we need air to breathe, water to drink, and food to eat. These three are very necessary. We are growing. And the third one, they can move on their own. If I want to move from one place to another place by walk, by vehicle, anyhow I can move. But non-living things, unless until we move, they can't move. They can respond to stimuli, that means changes around them, because they are sensitive. For example, if I beat, automatically you will take your hand because you are sensitive. They respire, means we are taking breath. Next one, they excrete. The waste materials we are excreting, we are throwing out in the form of many ways. They reproduce, so from one generation to next generation. So we call Neha, means Neha as mother. She is son of Neha, daughter of Neha, like this. Sorry, not son, daughter of Neha. But chair, this is the daughter of this chair, we can't tell. Next one, they have a definite lifespan. So for animals, even each animal have different definite lifespan. Food. For all living things to exist, they need food and water. Plants, animals, and humans. So we all need food. Plants, they make their food by doing the process of photosynthesis. Already we have learned about the process of photosynthesis, how leaves are preparing for the whole plant. Animals, they obtain their food from other organisms like grass and other animals. Third one is human. Even we feed on other living organism, otherwise non-living things also. So plants food, photosynthesis. Second one is growth. The young ones of living organisms grow or increase in size as time passes away. Soon they become an adult. So a baby is getting birth. After some times it started to crawl and it started to walk, it started to run, etc. Plants. Their seeds grow up and become a mature plant in the future. Next one is animal. Their babies grow up to become a strong animals like their mom and dad. So when they are getting birth, like rabbit and all, it never looks because it doesn't have hair. After some times, then it looks like either mother or father. Third one is humans. Their babies grow up to become strong adults like their mom and dad. So this is the growth of a plant. Third one is movement. All living things move themselves without any external help, like plants. Let's take the example of a touch me not plant. If you touch it, it closes and it leaves. This shows the movement in the plant. Second one is animals. They move to hunt for food. So, if any animal like predator, prey and predator. Predator means which is searching for food. Prey means which will be a food for another animal. So, the prey will run on seeing the predator. Predator will run, will chase and run towards prey. Third one is humans. They move to do their occupations like running, walking, driving, etc. So this is the touch me not plant. Respond to stimuli. All living things respond to changes around them. Plants. Let us take the example of touch me not plant. When you touch the plant, it closes. So it responds to stimuli. So touching is just you are touching, it closes. So that is the stimuli. Animals. When a deer feels a scratch on her back, she understands that something hurt her. So she runs away. So it responds to stimuli. Humans. When we touch fire, our hand moves away on its own. So we respond to stimuli. Not only fire, anything. If any dust falls on our eyes, then automatically we close our eyes. Fifth one is respiration. All living things undergo respiration to obtain energy from food. Why do we eat food? In order to get energy. Plants. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. They respire. Animals. Animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. They respire. Humans, we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. We respire. So, plants, animals and humans, we all are respire. Each living thing breathes through different parts of their body. Plants, stomata. Sea animals like fish, gills. Mammals like humans, lungs. Animals like earthworms, moist skin. So we are taking oxygen and throwing carbon dioxide. Sixth one is reproduction. The process by which all living things give birth to their young one is known as reproduction. This doctor is checking the llama's baby inside the stomach. So animals reproduce through eggs. From eggs, chickens are coming, giving birth to their young ones directly, humans, cows, etc. Plants reproduce through seeds, tubers, and plant cutting. These three ways. Excretion. The removal of waste materials from the body is known as excretion. Plants excrete through taking out carbon dioxide or oxygen depending on day and night. So during daytime it takes carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. During night, it takes oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Storing their waste products in their fruits, leaves, box, etc. Secretions like gums, resin, and wax. Animal excrete through urine, feces, and exhaling carbon dioxide, throwing out carbon dioxide. Definite lifespan. All living things start their life and end their life in a specific time. There is a time for everything. Thus, all living things have a definite lifespan. For example, a turtle has a lifespan of more than 100 years, but average human have a lifespan of 60 to 70 years old. Next one we are going to see about habitat. What do you mean by habitat? A place of surrounding where a living organism lives is called habitat. So wherever the living organisms are living, it is known as habitat. See the picture of a forest. Identify the animals living in this habitat. So you can name the animals. There are two kinds of components. One is biotic components, the other one is abiotic components. Living things are the habitat's biotic components. Example, a desert biotic components are camels, cactuses, etc. A river's biotic components are fish, crabs, etc. The camel are the biotic component of the desert. Abiotic components. The non-living things are their habitats abiotic components. For example, a desert's abiotic component is sand. A river's abiotic component is water. A river's abiotic component is water. So, abiotic means which has no life. Biotic means which has life. Adaptation. The presence of a specific body feature or certain habits which enable a plant or an animal to live in a particular habitat is called adaptation. For example, certain kind of animals can live in certain places, particular places, even plants, even human beings, like North Indian, South Indian. We go, but still we are fond of our culture, our food, our language, etc. For example, the polar bear is adapted to snow and the cold weather, but the camel is adapted to the hot and sand, etc. So, if we bring the polar bear to the desert and the camel to the North Pole, they both won't be able to survive because they are not adapted to have a special features which they need to survive there. So already we have discussed. Once again, the natural living place of an organism is its habitat. So what is our habitat? Our house. An organism depends on its habitat for food, water, air, shelter, etc. So different land of habitats. Desert, tundra, rainforest, forest, grasslands, etc. Here terrestrial habitat. If the habitat is land, it is called terrestrial habitat. Example, desert, forest, grassland, mountains, etc. So these are the plants which grow in desert. Henceforth, it is known as desert plants. Adaptations of desert plants. Stem is green and does photosynthesis. Usually leaves does photosynthesis, but in desert plants even the stem will involve in the process of photosynthesis. Stem stores water, so it is thick and fleshy. Adaptation in desert animals. Camel has long legs to keep the body away from hot sand. Otherwise, the body will affect of the hot which comes from the sand. It stores food as fat in its hump. Hump means on the body little like a mountain it is there. Hump height. So it is here it is storing fats as food. It can store water in its body also. So whenever it needs, it will utilize. Hooves of camel will suited for walking on sand. So long eyelashes. It will protect from a sandstorm falling into the eyes. And here legs also they have given adapted towards desert. Some animals remain in burrows during the day and comes out during night. These are also living in desert. Mountain regions. Mountain trees grow in conical pattern with sloping branches, helps snow to slide down. So they have needle shaped leaves, helps water and snow to slide down. Animals in mountain region. A snow leopard is white in color, can hide in the environment. So according to the environment, it will hide. Thick fur to protect from cold. So that fur will protect it from the cold weather. Claws to prevent slipping on the surface of snow. Next one is grassland. So light brown color helps to hide in grassland. Grass also when it dries it looks similar. Long claws which can be withdrawn inside. Both the eyes in front of the head gives correct idea about the location of the prey. So where the prey like deer, rabbit, anything goes both the side, it will see properly and it will catch and have as their food. Next one is deer. Deer can run faster to escape from the predators like lion. Strong teeth chewing hard stems. Long ears to hear the movements of the predators like tiger, lion, etc. Eyes at the side of the head allows to look in all directions for danger. So eyes are very big. It will look everywhere. Predators and prey. A predator eats the prey. The hunter is the predator. The one who is hunted by the predator is the prey. So one who is chasing and killing is known as predator. One who will become a food for the predator is known as prey. Aquatic habitat. Aquatic animals. Streamlined like boat shaped body for easy movement in water. Gills for respiration. So the oxygen which is dissolved in the water will be utilized by the aquatic animals. Body is protected by scales. Scales means not the scale which you are using upon the aquatic animals. There will be small scales. Ponds and lakes. So water plants. Some plants will grow in water. Lotus, Vallisneria, etc. Some have roots fixed in the soil. Some are floating. Salvinia, Pista, water hyacinth, etc. They will float upon the water. In Vallisneria, the ribbon-shaped leaves can bend in water to prevent uprooting. So it will be like a ribbon-shaped leaves. So it can bend in water to prevent uprooting, means with the root, if it should not come. So ponds and lakes animals, it can breathe in water and land both. Webbed feet to swim in water, strong back leg to take long leaps, sticky tongue to catch insects. So all this um, physical adaptation this kind of animals have. Aerial adaptations, animals that can fly and spend lot of their time in the air is called are called aerial animals. Aerial adaptations are two types: primary aerial adaptations, secondary aerial adaptations. So they have a streamlined body which reduce resistance to air current. Their forelimbs, means the front legs, are modified into wings. They have hollow, means like whole bones, and a light body which help them in flying. So in the bone inside that nothing will be there. It's like a hole. So henceforth it can fly well. They have strong muscles which help them in flight. Such a strong muscle. Birds such as kites and hawks have sharp eyes and can see a small prey from a great height. So from far away it will see and it will come and kill the prey to have their food. Last, some protective adaptations in animals. Many animals such as scorpions, bees and wasps have poison glands and stings to protect them from other animals. Some snakes are highly poisonous. So why it is? In order to protect themselves. There is a kind of fish which can generate electric current to give an electric shock to its predators. Example, electric ray or torpedo fish. So these both, in order to protect them from predators, they will generate electric current. Third one, when attacked by its enemies, some house lizards shed their tails. Just they will cut. This distracts the attention of the attacker and the lizard escapes. So it may think that okay, I have caught the tail, but the lizard will cut off the tail and it will escape. The chameleon is known for changing its color to resemble the color of its surroundings. So, dear students, today we have discussed chapter 9, living organism and their surroundings. So, in that we have seen what is living things, what is non-living things, and difference between living and non-living things, characteristics of living things, what is habitat, what is biotic component, abiotic component, adaptation, habitat and adaptation in plants and animals. So what is hydrophytes? Hydrophytes means the plants that grow in water. Plants that are found in ponds, lakes and rivers are two kinds: free floating, submerged. Free floating means simply it will flow on the water. Submerged means those plants which remain under the surface of water are called submerged. Example, hydrilla. So, what are the adaptive features of hydrophytes? So, the leaves will be spongy woolen leaves. Stalk of water hyacinth helps in float on the surface of a water. If it is heavy, then it will sink. Then mesophytes are plants that grow on land. All the plants that you see around you, such as grass, people, mango, basil, etc., are mesophytes. Next one is adaptive features of mesophytes found in temperate grassland and mesophytes found in tropical rainforest, found in mountain regions. Everything we have seen. Xerophytes means nothing but the plants that grow in scarcity of water, desert. Then forest and grassland also we have discussed. Desert also we have finished. Ocean and seas and aquatic animals, everything we have finished. If you have any doubt, you can ask me at any time. And please finish all your summative assessment and send me for checking. Thank you. Have a nice day.